Krystin and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Now today's video is a little bit of a different one. We are going to be having a little bit of a discussion on what my Sims 4 2019 wish list would be. So I feel like everybody has their own wish list. Everybody has their own way that they play The Sims. So this is just kind of my personal kind of takeaway on what I want to see this year and that I have my fingers crossed for. Even if we do get like some of these, I will be happy, and I would love to see a little bit of a discussion down in the comments with you guys telling me what your Sims 4 2019 wish list would be as well. So jumping on into this, you guys, we're going to be starting with babies. So I feel like the babies are so overlooked. They are so annoying, and I really love babies. Like, I love having family gameplay in my game, so I would really love to see them update the game. Now, this is kind of something that we're not going to see like in an expansion or a game pack. It's going to be something like toddlers. It's just kind of like with a game update. So right now, I feel like the only thing babies do are cry and poop, and it's annoying, it's boring, but I feel like babies should kind of bring more to the game and kind of like make having families a little bit more of an enjoyable experience. That's just my personal opinion. I feel like when I do 100 baby, I'm like, oh my god, we're having another baby. We have to wait out those 3 days, but I would love to see a few things brought with babies. So the first thing I would love to see is being able to choose their clothing. So even if it is something that like you can't choose your socks and shoes, that might be a little bit too much of in detail, but I feel like being able to even choose the color of their onesie, or if you want to have them in a diaper or even just like wrapped in a blanket, I think that would be so adorable. And I feel like everybody just kind of loves being able to customize your own little family like that as well. So other than just throwing your baby in a crib, or not throwing them, placing them gently into the bassinet, I feel like it would be so much better to have different interactive items with your baby. Like, I feel like we should be able to have baby swings. I know Sims 3 did have baby swings, and I would love to see maybe like one of those little play mats where you could work on your baby's skills of like crawling and you know, maybe even having like different skills that your babies could start with that kind of like give them a boost when they do turn into a toddler. So upgraded babies is definitely my #1. Now, the second one is university. Now, I feel like this is probably one of the next expansions that I do see a lot of people really want, and I too really want university. I do love how it was in The Sims 3 where you actually lived on campus, but you had like an amount of time that you sent your sim off to university, and you actually had to like live there as well. So I would love to see dorms. I would kind of like to see them updated a little bit as opposed to how they were in The Sims 3. I wish there was a way that you had to maybe earn a little bit of money to pay your rent, or possibly have like townhouses or something like that, that maybe after like your first amount of time you can move out of dorms over into the townhomes and pay them. So I still want to see roommates that you don't actually control. I do like adding that into the game because it just kind of adds a little bit of realistic touch into the game where you can't control everything. And I would love to have the classes be a little bit more interactive. So in The Sims 3, you just kind of sent your Sims off to university classes, same way, you know, your kids go to school in Sims 4. They just kind of disappear for a little bit. You can choose if you want to like study hard and all of that kind of stuff, but I would love to see the updated version possibly work like the get to work careers, where you actually have a set amount of tasks and a goal to complete to get that better grade and be promoted, possibly like for your grades and everything like that. So the next thing that I have on my list is elderly Sims, you guys. I feel like just like babies, everybody forgets about the elderly Sims, and as a family game player, I would love to see more things brought in for the elderly Sims. Whether it is retirement homes, you guys are probably like boring. what are you talking about? But I really do want to see more things brought in for that life stage, just because I feel like once your Sims do become elders and you have them in your home, they're just kind of there. You really can't do too much because you could possibly like kill them from a heart attack, from like making them exercise too much, woohoo too much. So I would love to see possibly like bingo. I think that would be so much fun, like being able just to have different hobbies, because when you do retire your Sims, you kind of want to enjoy life a little bit more. So speaking of like retirement, the next thing that I have, of course, which everybody has been asking for, is tropical vacation or tropical world. So I know that we do already have Oasis Springs, but I feel like it's not really tropical. I feel like it's more of like just a desert kind of a world, and I want to see somewhere that has like the really extremely bright blue ocean water that we can actually swim in. I mean, we have all of these oceans throughout the game, in Windenburg, in Brindleton Bay, everywhere, and we just have to look at it. It's teasing us. So I would love to be able to swim in the ocean with like little pool floats. I'd love to be able to lay on the beach, make sand castles, and I feel like all of that would be amazing with a tropical vacation. And of course, with that, I want to bring back the boathouses. That's like probably one of the worlds that I always play in when I do play Sims 3, is the tropical world getaway. I can't remember what it's called. Let me know in the comments if you remember the world that I am talking about, but I loved the boathouse. I love being able to actually like drive it around and do like snorkeling, stuff like that, and they could, you know, give us underwater, just kind of like something to really bring something different into the game. So the next thing is stair upgrade, you guys. Everybody has been asking for spiral stairs. Everybody has been asking this to be updated, and I completely agree as a builder. And I would love to see spiral stairs. I think we could make some beautiful homes with those, and L-shaped stairs as well. I don't know if Sims 3 had L-shaped stairs. I'm gonna actually look for it while I like edit this video. But I feel like those could be so adorable to add into the game, and I feel like it's just one of those things everybody would really be pleased with seeing brought into Sims 4 as well. So when it comes to the expansion packs, I feel like, you know, we did get vampires, and I want to see something a little bit along the lines of supernatural. So I don't really play that much with like werewolves, but I really enjoy fairies, just because it's one of those things when I see a fairy, it's so magical and dainty, and I just love them. So I would love to see fairies and witches. So I really want to see them kind of update those to possibly be able, like with witches, to cast more spells. I want to see flying fairies and witches on brooms. So I would love to have them brought into the game. I know that we have specifically vampires only, but I do feel like there are a large amount of Simmers that actually enjoy like the supernatural world of gameplay. So I feel like those could be a lot of fun added in as well. And one of the next things on my list is farming. You guys know, if you have been around watching any of my gameplay, I am obsessed with gardening in The Sims. I have played Wags to Riches, where instead of breeding out pets, I ended up having a massive $1 million garden, and the same with 100 babies. So I really want to see the gardening and farming in Sims 4 really updated, and I feel like the best way for them to do this is in a full-blown expansion pack for it, with like a world of having like big gardens, you know, vineyards, apple orchards, just like all of that kind of stuff with like farms. And I think it would be so much fun. I would love to see them include tractors, that possibly if you were able to afford a tractor, that it really just helps you harvest your crops a lot faster, and possibly be able to fertilize them by like spraying them, and also with farming to bring us more animals. So I would love to see like horses, cows, chickens, pigs, all of that kind of stuff. Like even in The Sims 3, we did have horses and animals that you actually controlled, but I definitely feel like I like how The Sims 4 did it a lot better. I feel like animals are something you shouldn't really be able to control. Some of you guys might completely disagree with me, but I do like these little tiny touches in The Sims 4 that just kind of give you a little bit of gameplay that you cannot control to add in the realistic touch. And I feel like if we were to get like the cows, horses, chickens, I feel like that could help kind of bring in that where you're just kind of tending to your animals, you have to feed them. And I feel like that could just add that into the game where you have to like tend to your animals, take your eggs, you could possibly like sell your eggs. And yeah, so really hoping this year for something that is farming. That's definitely like one of the highest things on my list. And moving over into the next random item. So I would love to see cars. I have seen so many people say, like, what is the point of cars? It's not open world. They're just gonna disappear. And I am completely freaking okay with that. I play The Sims 4. I am so used to the loading screens. And I do feel like vehicles could really just add in that other interactive item that just really makes a difference to the realistic part of the gameplay. I feel like for teens, you could have them have a new skill of like learning how to drive, and that maybe like they have to study, they have to take a driver's lesson, and you could like send your parents or friends to actually teach your teens how to drive. Possibly have your Sims come home with like speeding tickets. I feel like that would be so much fun to just have like a random bill in the mail or a notification. I'd probably have them all the time and I'd like hate it, but I think that would be so much fun to have like possible random maybe maintenance bills. And I think it would be a lot of fun to be able to buy a fixer-upper car, put it out in your garage or garage, depending on where you live, and just have them work on a skill of like fixing up your car. Maybe it's like a mechanic skill and you're just gonna try to like work on that vehicle. I think that would be so much fun. So another random thing I would love to see them add into The Sims as an update, or I don't know. Yeah, it would definitely be an update item, is eyelashes. This one is so random, but in The Sims 3, you guys, you were able to choose how full your eyelashes were, the color of them, and the length of your eyelashes. They weren't just kind of like a winged eyeliner on your Sims. So I would love to see them include that. If they don't, it's fine. I can keep on using my Kajoko eyelashes. So one of the last random items that I would love to see them include is bunk beds. I feel like everybody wants bunk beds, same as the spiral stairs. It's just kind of one of those things that would be super adorable in game. They have had them before in The Sims 3. So possibly with an update of just like adding them into game, I think they would be adorable, and I think a lot of people would really enjoy them as well. So my last item on the list is something that I don't even know if it's something we will ever get, but it is definitely something I have always wanted in The Sims 4, and that is a multiplayer option. So I know this is something that probably wouldn't be in Sims 4, but I feel like it could be one of those like spin-offs that you can go like on the EA website or something, kind of like Sims Online, if you guys are aware of that. I think that one was with Sims 2 or 3, where you could sign in online and you could just play with anyone. I think that would be a lot of fun, even if it was done, this is completely going off the radar, but if it was done somehow like Minecraft, where you could open up your own servers and create your own world and invite in like your friends or other people that you know in the simming community. So I think that would be a lot of fun. That is my full wish list. And you guys, even if I only get like one of these things, I will actually be happy, because we need farming. That is like top on my list, is farming and the new stairs. And of course, yes, better babies. I'm like looking back at my list, but I really hope that you guys enjoyed my wish list for 2019. I am completely sure that I am forgetting some really important things, but I really wanted to post this just to have a little bit of a discussion for the 2019 year of The Sims. I feel like we are going to be getting something real soon. The last pack we had was like back in November, so hopefully we are going to be getting some updates from the Sims team. And let me know down in the comments what your wish list for 2019 The Sims is as well. Make sure to give this video a very big thumbs up, and hopefully I'm going to see you all next time. Bye guys!